Major school news has come down this week as the school committee has voted by a vote of 3-1 in favor of reopening the Norwood School District following a hybrid model, pending district resources.
But going back to Maya's motion, which Joan seconded, is to have the school committee endorse the hybrid model as a preferred model, pending district resources. Any further discussion on that motion? Okay, all in favor of that motion?
Aye.
Okay, opposed?
Aye.
Okay, so 3-1, that motion does carry. So Dr. Thompson, does that give you the guidance that you need at this time?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Oops, yeah, yes, thank you.
So just clarify for me the communication that will go out to families and staff based on that vote that we just took. Is it that we are reopening with the hybrid model with the huge caveat that over the next couple of weeks as we learn more about all of our resources, that could change, right?
We are continuing to move to a reopening of a hybrid model, and that those details will be evolving as this entire ball of wonderfulness just keeps evolving. So.
Teresa Stewart, chair of the school committee, explains that the committee did vote to move forward with the hybrid model, but families still have a choice to have their children educated remotely.
On Monday, August 10th, 4 of our members met and deliberated for quite some time around what our preferred model for the opening plan was. After a lot of deliberation, the committee voted 3-1 that our preferred model for reopening for the 2020-2021 school year is the hybrid model. Now, it is important to understand that with the hybrid model, families do retain family choice, and as required by the state, Norwood Public Schools is offering a remote learning academy. If you go to our reopening plans on our website, on page 15, you can read more details about what the remote learning academy will look like.
Jody Smith, president of the Norwood Teachers Association, explains that although there is no perfect option, the majority of the teachers in the district voted to start remote.
There is truly no good model that is out there that can keep everyone safe and provide the level of instruction that the teachers of Norwood are used to giving to their children. The students here are the ones that we are most concerned about. Teachers are concerned about not only the students' safety, but their safety and the safety of their children and families at home. On a recent poll, the teachers were asked whether or not they would prefer to start remote, moving into a hybrid model, or starting right off with hybrid. 69% of the teachers felt that the safest way to implement this model would be to start remote and slowly, gradually bring students back into the buildings. Gone will be the days that we'll be able to console that reluctant first grader. Also at the high school level, socialization is going to be different because kids are not going to be able to socialize when they are used to doing it in the hallways in between classrooms, before and after school. There is, like I stated at the beginning, no real good model here, but what we as teachers feel is safest is to start remote and move forward into the hybrid model where we can make sure that we are giving the children the most effective education that we can in these unprecedented times. So in closing, I urge everyone to try to take a deep breath. We are all here to try to make it work for our children first, then our staff, and what we say is when it is safe to do so.
Superintendent David Thompson sat down with Jerry Slater to explain the challenges the administration faces as they plan for the reopening of school.
So I'll give you an example. So we brought together, a high-quality team to work on our curriculum. Curriculum revision like this, and this is going to continue throughout the year. But normally, to revise a curriculum, that's a 3-year process. Okay, we're talking less than 3 months.
Right.
Okay, bus guidance, we just got the middle of July. If you're redoing bus routes, that's at least a 3-month process. We were talking about 6 weeks. Maybe we'll get to 7 weeks to redo bus routes. So when people are frustrated that they don't know this and they don't know that, they need to understand the amount of work that has been dropped on us and the limited time frame we've been allowed to do this. And I know people are not happy about the 10 days. I honestly, even if that didn't come through, I do not know how I would at this point in time have students walking through our doors on September 2nd. It might have been remote, might have been something else, but that's just a capacity and reality. And
Teresa Stewart also stated that although the state designated Norwood as a green community, the plan is to still open schools in the hybrid model.
Now, it is important to understand that after the school committee vote and the submission of the district's plan to DESE on August 11th, later on the day, on August 11th, the state came out with an updated metric that they are asking districts to use in guidance in determination of how to reopen their schools. Some good news in this metric is that Norwood, as a town, is currently listed as a green community, which is great news and evidence of the wonderful work we have all been doing with our public health protocols this summer. However, families do need to understand that even though we are in the green, we still will not be opening in a full person model this fall. Details on why a full person model is not feasible or safe for the Norwood community is detailed in our school reopening plan, but please know at this time the plan is still to reopen on September 17th in the hybrid model.
Norwood Community Media will have more on the district's school reopening in the following weeks.